This is Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search for my site. My wife left angry. As usual with domestic arguments, there's really no short way to tell the story. She may not have her keys, meaning I kind of can't go look for her. And she's turned location sharing off on her phone, I think. I know location sharing is not working. So in the most depressing thing I can imagine doing, I'm going to read a series of comments from someone on my blog who I thought I knew who it was, and now he's telling me in a way that I believe him that it is not who I thought it was. So 3 days ago, he writes, I've been following you for a long time. An easy summation of your blog ramblings would be that you're simply full of shit. A liberal lost in the chaos and media wash of today. One who has no accountability of a failed life and a parent. Do not know too many parents who are loathed by their children like you, so much that they have taken extreme measures to remove you from their life. Good day, amigo. Ciao, Illuminati. Another liberal version of the world, but the reality is Kid Rock, Twitter follower 610K, Jennifer Aniston 129K, not even close to influencing the masses, just liberal madness due to Kid Rock being a patriot and a conservative. There's a correction to the number of followers. I guess he's correcting the... Would have expected... No, that's kind of dumb. Would have expected more intelligent response. But hey, blame it on your stroke. Seems like a reoccurring theme. Ciao, Illuminati. Dig deep. Accountability in life is never an insult. Look hard into the mirror and ask what you have given back in life and your country. I would say not much to the latter, as most liberalism is a mental disorder. Do not believe you think you know me or my intellect, or both are out of your grasp. I could sit no longer idle to your ramblings, bullshit, and commentary. Look up at the word father in the dictionary and ask yourself, how do I measure? Sperm donor or one that has made a difference? Ciao, Illuminati. Triggered by Michael Che? Really? When truth is before you, the results can be enlightening and fruitious. Your unmasking theory is moving in the wrong direction and is closer than you think. When the truth is... That's a double. A lot of these are double. I don't know why. Miles and miles from real unmasking, your latest rambling's just another attempt to deviate and believe you know, but really you are being schooled. Next time, put an effort into your research. You might be closer than a snowstorm in July. An attempt at accountability has no impact on the blog owner, who is now on the quest to unmask. Any attempts will be fruitless. The sunset fades into darkness. And most recently, I think just tonight he wrote, "You're so full of yourself, never even heard of Squeeze It before. Your recent blog, I am amazed at your ambivalence and high standing in your mind. Maybe it is time for more selfies to be posted with your name tag. You have identified no one and falsely accused a past worker who is, in all reality, saw you for who you really are. Sad, very sad. Must be hard during the holidays when you cannot even spend or allow any opportunity to enjoy time with your adult children. Emancipating should have woke you, but only hardened your soul and self-loathing." So I guess some of my own comments, this man's obsession with me as a father is just, he knows of my shortcomings as a father, but my own disclosures on this blog. And I'm neither proud or ashamed of my relationship with my children. The idea that my kids are emancipated and that should awake me is counter to my thinking about being a father. You're a father to raise children to become adults. From everything I understand, my kids became on the track to being accomplished adults. No, it is true. It is false for me to say that I know what they're doing now. I don't. My firstborn lived honorably, died honorably. And I certainly have sadness of his premature death, but I'm not ashamed that my relationship with him at time of death was less than what I'd hoped it would be. It hurts that it wasn't more, but it's also reassuring that I had a healthy process to get beyond the loss and refresh myself in a healthy way. At the same time, he reached the threshold of adulthood and didn't seem to have significant shortcomings. Now then there's my daughter, who, I don't know what to say. It's this guy, apparently, I think he's a father himself, and he is there any other way to say it? He really wants to hurt me, so he's reaching a weak point. And what could be more tender and more hurtful than striking a man about his daughter who hates him? So he has certainly picked an obvious target, though for the most part, I think it has not reached the pain that he wanted it to. Again, he writes, "Emancipation should have woke you, but it only hardened your soul and self-loathing." In no way do I feel that my soul has been hardened, and no way do I feel I'm engaged in self-loathing. And the fact that this man thinks I'm missing something is for him to decide and express on my blog as much as he wants. So that's his most reoccurring theme. And I'm going to go back to the first one. Been following me for a long time. I'm not going to explain how I got off trail and I thought I knew who this was. But when I was sure I knew who it was, I realized I might be wrong. And I am accepting that I'm wrong. This man says he's never heard of Squeeze It. That is what I believe to be a true statement. Now, I do concern myself that I'm in danger, but at the same time, this isn't stalking, and this closer than you think, of course, makes me concerned, but how should I live in fear and change my life? And is something I'm not ready to do. This idea that I have a fade life and I'm full of shit, ramblings in a blog. The ramblings in a blog is easy. I mean, this is a recreational blog without a focus. Recreational blog without a focus. This is the same as rambling. And he's a reader of my blog for a long time, and he seems to talk of ramblings as if somehow that's an insult. But that one clearly doesn't strike. If that's an attempt to hurt me by insulting my writing as being a rambling, it misses the target. The recreational blog with no focus is ramblings. This is the fact that he's choosing to read my blog and then insult it. That's also okay too. But the insult of that my writing is ramblings is doesn't strike in a hurtful way in any way. And he doesn't know too many parents, children loathed by their children. Well, my children are not children; they're adults. And if they choose to hate their father, I've been open to some. I've been open to them. I've state that again and again, and I will state that here. Aaron, Ryan, if you're listening, or if anyone can get this message to them, I'm certainly open to hearing from them. The fact that they're cold to me may just be that their life is somehow more productive by keeping me at bay. It may be that they're trying to send me a message, and quite honestly, I've quit trying to figure it out. But if they are trying to send me a message and that message is they want to hurt me, this is the kind of stuff where other people seem to want to help. So I don't know what to say about. I don't know more to say about that. But once again, this person says he's been reading for a long time. The first time the comments appeared on my blog was just 3 days ago, and it is what it is. Interesting, yet distracting. It's been Tom Duty, middle-aged American living in New Jersey near the Lincoln Tunnel. If you were to visit my website, you would type Howdy Doody into Google. You'll find the correct spelling of the famous puppet. You then combine Tom Duty in a Google search.